annoying. So I said we were going to do some They Are Billions today, but I just really felt like playing Battle Brothers. Also, things are about to get very interesting very quickly. Oh, because it's day 94, so the late game crisis is going to pop any second. And even though we've done incredibly well to quote-unquote recover the way we have, the fact remains that we have one reinforced mail hallberg, and that isn't even that good. We still need 6 more sets of decent armor. We don't even have a single heater shield. So, heater shields is going to be my next big priority. I want to get everybody using heaters. 115 for -6. 110 for -7. What's the tool situation like? Oh, pretty good. Ooh, we got an extra dagger. Make sure there aren't any knives, butter knives in the front line. There you go. Ouchie. Stabbed in the guts. What's up, Zephnon? We're very careful with Malachus. We'll only put him in the fight now if there's enemies that don't have any sort of ranged fighters, but it's just not even put him in the fight. My 2 shield bearers who I need to get rid of eventually. I mean, especially because I've got reserve, and a raider there. I think I need to retire these 2. Let's go get paid. So it's great that there's so many ruins out here. This is fertile area for doing patrols. All these heads here are waiting to be collected. Oh, come on. Ever the downer Malachus mopes around wallowing in victory as good as a pissy pessimist could. Come on, dude. Anyway, he's level 3. As soon as he hits level 5, we can give him Bowmaster. Then we'll complete our ambition. That looks like a big group of something. Oh, that's cheap. Yeah, good point. I need Pathfinder on my one archer. It's going to be a while until he levels up, though, unfortunately. Let's do a quick bandage check. Has everyone got bandages? Like, in terms of our next priority, what we're going to be spending money on, I think we need 1 set of bandages. I think the next priority is I'm going to make buying a falcon. I really want a falcon so I can start scouting out ruins so I can know what I'm up against and then make a decision about whether I want to fight in a particular ruin or not. Let's see, we've only got the 1 Scramasax. But there is this Kopesh here. What's the sword situation? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. At most I'd need 9 swords, but so I'll keep those swords. We're getting a bit light on spears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, there's a temple at Königswasser anyway. King's Water. So on the it's Dolmar who needs Pathfinder, and he needs a lot more XP to get there. So I went and took footwork, the previous skill, so it's going to be level 8, level 9, level 10, level 11. I think I'm going to take Fearsome at 11. So that every hit makes them roll for morale. Then that level up order can be slightly different for all of the other archers. 380, 220, nice, good profit. Let's keep buying these nets, and we'll keep buying tools as soon as they're affordable like this. That's the most money we've had for a very long time. I'll just remind myself what it is I'm trying to hire. He's slow, but I want to see what kind of other traits he has, because I've been looking for a historian who isn't an absolute liability. This one's a fucking dastard. Well, here's the question. What's worse? Asthmatic or dastard? I think hesitant, I don't really care about that. Dastard is minus 10% accuracy, minus 10% to all his stats, but like he's got better stats. This is going to be Picassus the Third. I'm trying to think of what's a worse trait than asthmatic. I don't think there is one. Where's my thief? My thief's on the front line, isn't he? There he is. Jacob is in reserve. What's up, Alex? Right, there's a temple in the city, isn't there? And one quick thing I'm checking. So I've got a sergeant, but we're still after a bannerman. So I should keep hiring people that are going to have extra morale. I think I saw a flagellant here who should be the pure. It could be a good option. Okay, fatigue. Range defense is good. His resolve. I want more out of a bannerman. I mean, the range defense and the fatigue is perfect. But he's hesitant and he's a Spartan. I worry that he could be a pretty average bannerman. I think until I get someone with stars. For a bannerman, ideally I want fatigue, resolve, and range defense. So he's got 2 out of 3. At least that wasn't too expensive to keep fishing for that. What you got for us? Deliver to Visa. Certainly do that. What's this? Follow the tracks, return the idol, 1,000 gold for a 2-skull mission. And what's this? Greenskins, rampaging, perfect. 1,700, yeah baby, pay me more. Time to think. I want my lads to be healed up. I'll take out the best of the best. In the meantime, we could have a drink, but we've been hitting the pub quite a lot lately. I don't want the lads to start getting pissed. Pissed as in drunk, not as in angry. Food is good. We have 4 days of food, 6 days of money. The numbers are all looking a lot healthier than they were over the last few days of playing. Where I need cities that have an armorer. Let's go to. There's an armorer. I really want to buy a couple of heater shields. Also, on my frontline guys, didn't I give any of them shield experts? I remember giving one person shield expert at least. Okay, he died. Anyway, the specialists are going to start taking shield expert when I give them heater shields. There's very few things as disappointing as spending like 350 gold on a heater shield and then some big orc just one-shots the damn shield. $330, that's a good price. That's a good price too, but can't justify that just yet. Who do I want to give? I think either Lofric or Dufuance gets the heater shield. I'm thinking Lofric, because even though he gets plus 10%, makes it like 40 odd melee defense, he doesn't have the best direwolf armor. I mean, Dufuance has the advantage of having heavier armor. Who's our third best? I think Shardicus is our third best fighter. Maybe he should get the heater shield. Well, you say that, Zephnon. We're kind of stabilized, but we're on the brink, actually. Things could go horribly very quickly, because the endgame crisis could trigger at any second. This could be the time that I can afford to retire these two. Maybe once I do the ambition, we can get our morale up. But I mean, if I fire them now, our morale's going to tank horribly. That's not a bad price, but that's all our money. Let's go take that Rampaging Greenskins mission. That's going to pay quite nicely. 1,700 gold. So all these specialists on the front line, I want to start giving them shield expert, so that I can start giving them heater shields. I mean, I'm not going to make someone having shield expert be dependent on giving them a heater. It's just disappointing when you spend all that money on a heater and it just gets smashed to pieces. We had that long discussion about how shield expert works. You get an extra 3 defense out of a round shield, but you get an extra 6 out of a heater shield. So it basically turns a plus 25 melee defense heater shield into a plus 31 defense heater shield, and then you add that to their base defense, and if they're confident, it's 10% on top of that. So you know, so someone like, let's take a look here, let's take like Lofric. If I gave him shield expert, and remember he's going to start with confidence, so plus 10% on his melee defense will be 38. If I gave him an extra heater shield, would be 38 plus 10 plus 6. You have like a almost 50 melee defense, which to my mind is an argument for making the people who sit on the flanks of your formation should be sword experts, because when they get completely surrounded by loads of people attacking them, then they would be best off using riposte with sword mastery. Bear in mind, we're still hunting for a bannerman. Let's hope it's orcs and not goblins. I hate goblins. Shit, so 5 and 5. We are going to need a lot of help to fight these 5 orc warriors. Is pretty feckin' scary. So I think we will run them, yeah, to Fairdale, south here, past Gauburg. And then if we try to find the army, if we can't find the army there, we'll head down to Königswasser, see if that wooden watchtower doesn't have soldiers in it. As it happens, this is the kind of fight where actually I'm glad I've still got Ronomp and Madzoka, because I can't take Brian or Jacob in this fight. All of my backline are going to need to have either ability to go toe-to-toe with an orc warrior, at least with a shield, or they're going to need to have the move back skill, footwork. Peter X level 4. Who's the lowest level up front? We've got a couple level 4s up front. Really, it's going to be Midzoka and Ronomp who are going to be the key against those Orc Warriors. Their long axes are going to be very important to get through their armor. Dufont and Lofric as well. You can't stun them, but you can at least beat them down. Shardicus, that Kopesh is good against armor. The center of the formation is very weak against armor, though. Who here has the fatigue or the accuracy to justify going for something like a flail instead? Borscht, certainly. Let's see, so 32 to 36 damage to armor. 25 to 55, but then again it bypasses the shields they're going to have, so that's actually better. 24 to 36 against armor. 32 to 36 against armor. Then a few throwing nets on the front line. Gonna be good too. In fact, Dolmar, you should have these. Yeah, again, when those Orc Warriors are in close, I want you to be using these thundering axes and even the javelins. I'm actually going to go kite shields because it weighs the lads down a bit, but at least the kite shields can't be one shot by the orcs. Yeah, Naki, Simo is probably the most vulnerable against these orcs now. You're talking about Baconio X. I had a nice good long sleep last night. Good 8.5 hours. That's not enough. So Peter Oak, who's a raider, that little cruel falchion isn't going to do much. Maybe he's better off trying to stab an Orc Warrior. But then again, the Orc Warriors almost always have their shields up, so... What the fuck? Let's try the dagger. I mean, this little falchion is going to do absolutely F-all against an Orc Warrior anyway. I mean, so the Orc Young are pretty easy to deal with. It's the Orc Warriors that are the issue, but there's 5 of them. That's fucking scary. We don't have any sort of decent armor. No military there in that watchtower. If we even find a supply caravan that has a few bannermen, that should be enough. I just need some bodies to distract the Orc Warriors so we can go to work against them. Not the peasants. Dead men. Hello, friends. Perfect. And there's even some peasants here as well. I really hope the peasants good that they run back. In earlier iterations of the game, if there were random peasants like this, they would run forward and try to punch the orcs. And I'm like, terribly brave, but all it does is give them rage stacks and give them confident. Okay, so the dead men, these mercenaries, are smart enough to just wait, hang back, hold the line, men. Let them come. Stay in formation! It's not a particularly impressive group of mercenaries, but, you know, at least they're here to help us. I mean, that warbow is amazing, worth its weight in gold. They're going to hit the center of the formation, so our lads just need to keep their shields up. Hope for the best. It's a pity it's night time. It's really making these other mercenaries a lot less useful. This is gonna hurt. There's 2 cleavers there, and the cleavers are fucking terrifying. They hurt so much. The dogs are holding back, which is perfect as well. That's exactly what you want them to do. I'm very happy to have these orcs at the center of the formation. It'll force the orcs to the flanks, which is where the other mercenaries are, and that's what I want. Shot. Oh, that's not smart, my man. Challenging an orc, even if it's an orc young, with height disadvantage. What is you thinking? Even with this, hang on. Let's see that. Was that hit chance? Mercenary uses throw, uses charge and stuns. But hang on, but shouldn't charge have its own to hit roll? It's just weird how sometimes charge hits but does stun, and other times it hits but doesn't stun. The mechanics there are a little unclear. No, that peasant's dead, man. Don't you, bro? I just bought that! Bastard. As usual with these fights, we will kill the orc young first. And just try and wait out the orc warriors. Hopefully they'll get exhausted. I'd like to move up here, but going to height disadvantage there would be madness. Dog in the way. Going there would put me in contact with 3 enemies, so that's a no-go. These dogs are actually a liability, because the dogs are just going to die and give the orcs confidence, which makes them more accurate and harder to hit. Lol, one shot. Nice. Only 37? That's not even worth trying. Maybe if they lower their shield wall. 53, 53. I mean, trying to break the shield is not going to help. Even with Axe Expert, I think it takes 4 strikes to kill one of those steel shields. And all that's going to do is exhaust my shield bearers, and it's like 2 turns they can still attack. Not worth it. Damn it. Actually, let's start throwing axes at these nerds. Oh, thank God. Ah! Oh yeah, that's where it gets scary. Orc warriors, very scary. Oh, come on. Well, hang on now, Raidens. Look, a couple of these young and warriors are confident. The fact that they're confident is potentially disastrous. Also, I've got a problem here. Ronomp needs to go to his hand axe and his shield. He doesn't have fancy feet, does he? No. the distinct lack of panic is only because we've been in this situation many times before. I think actually for these lads here, they need to stop attacking and just keep their shields up and kind of just wait. Because my lads are getting exhausted quicker than they can, and as soon as we can't keep our shields up, we're going to start taking hits. Need this fucking peasant to die. Fuck it, run around the side, do for once. 89%. It's not much in the way of armor damage, but you know, it's more than it would have been if I was using just the hunting bow. Rip. So this is a hunt down marauding greenskins mission, and we saw the group of orcs and we were like, fuck this, we need some help. So we ran along the road. We found a group of mercenaries called the Dead Men. Actually, I don't mind the orcs using that charge move. It exhausts them, and Dolmark are just fancy feet away. Now the northern side of the fight, we've got lots of confident orcs, which is a real problem. That peasant has the biggest balls of any person who's ever had balls in the world. Just bare knuckle brawling with an orc warrior. And now he surrounded himself as well, so it's very easy to hit. Ezra, just tank. I mean, his wolf armor is doing its job there by lowering this guy's resolve, so hopefully his resolve will break. I don't want to release Battle Brother. There's almost no chance he survives the fight then. I don't want to just essentially be killing my dog for no real benefit. That little guy's already running, so... I need this confident to break. These guys are really dangerous. I mean, look at that. They're not going to miss much because they're confident. A confident orc warrior with a cleaver is fucking terrifying. It's okay to attack here because this one will just attack that peasant, but these two lads need to keep their shields up. Fuck you with your orc charge bullshit. Yeah, this lad should go down pretty quick now. His armor is finally gone. There we go. The axes are nasty too, but I'm far more scared of the cleavers, because the cleavers seem to do almost as much damage, but they inflict horrendous bleeding. Rip. Rip. This mercenary band who's helping us, the Dead Men, they are well named, because they are dead, yo. Legend, fucking legend. This worries me. Leonidas is in real trouble. Surrounded by 3 of them. Their armor is still pretty good. This one is exhausted though. He's catching his breath. That two-handed axe out. That's key. So look, that orc warrior is fully exhausted. So at most he can swing once a turn. More likely he'll just keep his shield up. I've seen the AI do that most of the time. When they're exhausted like that, they just tank up behind their shields. Should I try the decapitate? Ha ha! Get decapitated. Mazzoko. This guy's catching his breath, so he can attack twice. Got your shield and your hand axe. We were debating whether or not to retire our shield breakers. I think this fight is a pretty clear indication that no, we should not be retiring our shield breakers just yet. Until all of the archers have the fancy feat ability, we still need the shield breakers. You motherfucker! You see what I mean? Oh, he's immune to push. Ah, that was a waste. We've got to kill this thing before he gets an attack on Dolmar. I don't think Dolmar has the fatigue to use fancy feet now. Oh! Yes, the fact that he's breaking there is huge. One more hit and he will panic. And we've got enough fatigue for footwork. He's going to bleed to death on the next turn. I can't treat myself. Let's just make sure Ronomp or Peter Oak have bandages. I'm pretty sure they do. Ronomp can bandage him, and so can Peter Oak. It's going to be close though. Okay, he's fleeing now at least. That's our best archer, and he almost died. I mean, I still got to stop the bleeding, otherwise he will bleed to death. Orc warriors, man, they are not to be fucked with. Until we get a few two-handed warhammers. There you go. Look at this. They killed nine of the people on our side of the fight. That's just hectic. These orc warriors are not to be fucked with. It's crazy. Thank you, Deadman. Pleasure working with you. Sergeant Ezra needs fatigue and ranged defense. Okay, 78 at 3. It's all right. Ouchie. Yeah, Dolmar's earned some time off. What's up, Luca? Learning geography. Reserve, raider, reserve, archer, shield breaker. Let's help get his cart back on the road. Against bread. Hoping for tools. When I see tracks that big, I'm ready to pause in an instant. Oh, that's a good payday. And the paydays are only going to get better as our reputation keeps improving with this faction. And doubly convenient is the fact that there is a delivery mission or two waiting for us. So the lads can just heal up while we're running around with the delivery mission. Still the same bunch of nerds here that there were last time we were here. Deliver to Visa for 290. Or follow the tracks, return the idol. We can't do that quite yet. Let's do the delivery first. Maybe that mission will still be there when we come back. What's up, Wolverinus? I'm alright, bud. I'm alright. I'm going to stop in at Holschlag and at Graubrück. Just see what we can hire. Remember, we are still after a Bannerman. 19 Nachtiers. That could be very doable. Let's just take a look at what the state of all the armor is. So I got 2 monks. I didn't even realize that. Oh, yes, Nakisimo's a reserve. That's right. Hang on. So if I've got a level 4 raider here, he should be in the spot of that reserve. Raider, you can be part of this fight. Reserve, reserve, reserve. Archer is obviously quite fucked up right now. Ronomp, it's fine there. Okay, let's go Nachtair farming. Ah, that could actually be a challenge. Let's just hope that these the caravan hands must just stay put. Because if the caravan hands start getting nommed by these Nachtairs, that's going to complicate things. But we're starting with high ground, so it shouldn't be an issue. Oh, thanks, Wolverinus. It's unlikely we'll do more As Brothers podcasts. I feel like we've pretty much covered everything we wanted to cover. And so the short answer is probably not. I don't know what else we would really be able to talk about. Maybe once all three of us have had some experience with the Lindworm, then maybe we can do like a special podcast with the Lindworm. But I still haven't encountered one yet. So I'm going to keep playing until I do. And then once I have, I'll get in contact with Hans and Bosco and see if they're keen to do a special episode just about how to deal with the Lindworm, what it's like, when you find it, stuff like that. And then maybe we can go over some of the stuff we went over in the previous podcasts. But I still feel like most of the discussions around perks are still pretty much valid. Although I do cringe when I listen to my comments back then. It illustrates how little I knew about perk selections and how to level people, but fair enough. You'll see in that last turn, I didn't shoot with my hunting bows. I didn't want to kill any of these things before they actually hit the front lines. Forward, men. Leonardus, your melee defense isn't that good. In your campaign near an island right next to a swampy coast. Okay. Yeah, I still haven't encountered one yet. That fucker with the high ground there could be an issue. I wish I had quick hands on all these guys. See, now I actually shouldn't kill any one of these now because I can't move forward to actually take its place. I'm gonna take a few hits here. You just gotta be so careful with the timing at which you kill these things. It's all about not letting them eat corpses. Yeah, it's true. Always something to learn. Deep in the hinterland greenskin territory. That kind of makes sense. And that's where I would expect to find a lindworm. Come on, Leonardus, for fuck's sakes, 270s. Oh, lads! Finally hit something. A couple of them might get to eat, or not on the next turn at least. These ones could have eaten. That one can still eat a corpse. That one's going to get a feed. Oh, no, it doesn't. Stupid Nachters. That one could have run to literally any other corpse. Bit of luck there for us. Archers have done fuck all this fight. You get right amongst them. Excellent. Oh, missed. Don't steal my kill, you little bastard. Hey! Look at all these pretty corpses. Any level ups? I think a couple. Nice, 3 level ups for that. Okay, so his hit points are now enough. We can keep hitting fatigue now on the subsequent levels. As a specialist, you need Steel Brow. I can maybe give up Steel Brow. Go for Shield Expert instead. Steel Brow is too important. We'll go both. I might, for my specialists, I might actually skip a weapon specialization. They can be shield specialists. At least then they can be, you know, tactically flexible. Low frick. I think actually we can maybe change his leveling up stat to be a raider instead. I can make him a two-handed sword raider. I mean, his melee defense is really not bad. 23. I think we can change him to a raider. Yeah. Sword raider. And then we leave him in the center of the formation with a big old great sword. Frederick, you're going to be a raider as well. +3, +2, 4. At some points I need to get his hit points up a little bit higher. Don't need Colossus, so let's go Steel Brow. Wait, did I get another bannerman? No, I did not. We've still just got the one sergeant. Butchers could make decent bannermen. They get +5 resolve. There we go, perfect example. Range defense, resolve. Doesn't have much fatigue though. His melee skill is fine. Yeah, he'll do. This is Alaric. Unless we already have one. Alaric, Ezra, Frederick, Jacob. So we're carrying too many now. We've got another raider. I can actually get rid of Nakishima because he's a reserve, sure, but I don't need him particularly because we've got this other pacified flagellant here who's decent. Although I don't know if a pacified flagellant gives you the same event interactions as an actual monk does. Luke to the name pool, certainly. So in those other fights I was saying that I wanted the shield breakers to fight against those orc warriors, but now we've got the reserves. I can use the reserves instead of the shield breakers. The shield breaker is 17 daily, so that's an extra 34 per day. 324 salary. And I've got a level 3 raider I'm not even using. Well, I am now. Yep, let's hope we can keep him alive. I don't think so, Fox Force. Actually, an interesting question. Is there a maximum? I don't think so. I think we can absolutely stop hiring now. We've got definitely... It's true, Fredo. I mean, we saw how good they were in that fight against the Orc Warriors, but I'm just weighing up the benefit they give me against the salary cost. I mean, that if I get rid of them, it'll get our daily rate back down to under 300. This is a brigands fight, so most likely there's going to be marksmen and raiders in this fight. This is exactly the kind of fight where I can take Boyan. It's a daytime fight. You'll have anticipation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But I think this is the kind of fight where I'm best off fighting at night, and we put our best archer, which is Dolmar. I could always wait until he recovers and then take him out in a nighttime strike. With the Fangshire, just try to offset their advantage of their marksman. Oh, we're not going to attack during the day, that's for sure. Let's just do some exploring, and we'll do some zombie farming while we're waiting for daytime to hit. No, not in the cocking forest, you dickheads. Perfect. Gimme, 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 gimme. Zombie XP. Nom 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 zombies. Just wish I could either replace Boyan or get rid of that dastard. The fact that he starts with -10. Really, really annoying. So Fredo, I think we can probably agree that we're earning okay money. We have the ability. Like, I mean, we took on that kill rampaging orcs mission, and that gave us 1790. I think until, yeah, let's keep them for the foreseeable future. It's good insurance, and if we lose a few people on the back line, we've got those shield breakers. And also, I mean, if we're fighting orc warriors again, those shield breakers are just so good. Their ability to use the two-handed axes, it really chops through the orc warrior armor quite quick. Especially because we don't have any two-handed warhammers we can use. Dufuan still needs a couple more levels. He needs quick hands at least, and hammer. Well, hammer specialization would be nice, but he doesn't have to have it. At a certain point, we're going to need to invest the 3,000 gold to get him a two-handed warhammer, I think. Regular special, we haven't had a crisis proc yet. We're coming up on day 100 and still no crisis. Not even a foreshadowing, so the game seems to have cut us a little bit of slack. It's letting the late game crisis spawn a bit later than it normally might do. Hold the line, men. It is kind of lucky, and we've had that kind of campaign. There's been really big and wild swings between fortune and misfortune. I would say the very biggest swing towards good fortune we've had was getting the improved wolf armor. We actually got 4 sets of wolf armor. We've lost one since then, but... trying to soften up these enemies so that my guys with cleavers can decapitate. That sword decapitated nicely though. look at the armor. Okay, so we're gonna dagger that one down. I want his helmet, and we dagger that one down. I want his body armor, and that one's worth trying. It's only a 50% chance to get that helmet, but see, those padded kettle helmets have the same armor as these red sash helmets, padded nasal helmets, but they're one less fatigue. Yeah, we got the wolf armor day 12. Let's not forget the fact that on day 25, we were actually down to 3 brothers on day 25, so it's been a hell of a recovery. I mean, we're still miles behind the power curve. We have still only basic bitch mail on almost everybody up front, which is not good. Please remind me, lads, I have to take Pathfinder on Dolmar. Generally, if I were to give you guys some advice with the early game, or even into the mid game, you need to look at these armored Wiedergängers as walking free armor, if you can get them. Like this one, he's wearing basic bitch mail. It's a 50% chance to get the body armor, 100% chance to get the head armor. That's 100 and 100, as long as I don't damage the armor. It's obviously not always safe to do so, but if you can try, it's worth it. I think on this one, I'm not gonna bother trying to dagger this one. We'll dagger that one and that one. See, we didn't decapitate that one, so he gets back up. Bastard. I'm gonna dagger this one. I can dagger that one, I think. 1, 2, 3, we'll try dagger. Man, remember last campaign when we got all those super rare... we got those 2 legendary daggers. That was such a nice bit of fortune. Still no legendaries for us. We have to hope we can get a few legendaries at some point, but almost all this money I'm sitting on, I really want to make a push now to try to get my hands on heater shields quickly as I can. A warbow would be great, but normally I'd go for try to get a warbow around about this part of the game, but I think this time I'm gonna try rather go I'm gonna go for all of the heater shields up front, then we can go for a warbow. Mainly because my archers aren't that great, if we're honest. And I feel like keeping the front line alive is gonna, in the long term, do more for us than an extra bit of damage from the back line. I should check something out about Decapitate. Does it do damage to armor? It inflicts armor damage. So the point is, like this one, who I want to dagger down, I shouldn't be using Decapitate, because it will indeed damage the armor that I want to hopefully get hold of. Yes, as soon as Malachus hits level 5, we'll get that ambition. And then after that, hopefully we can get something like the ally with the noble house ambition, because that'll give us a free set of super armor. Blocking. Dodging. Ow! Yeah, I think Horst is going to do well to keep his shield up now. He is surrounded, so... Oh, we're wasting so many action points. If only I had quick hands. Oh shit, and I've exhausted Horst. Fuck, that wasn't smart. Yes, Dalmar already has the ranged marchery. He needs Pathfinder next, correct. Elric, can you disarm that nerd? Can. Good job. Oh shit, you're in contact. Whoopsie, didn't realize that. Stupid. And 91%. It's so easy to stab something when it's surrounded. It kind of makes the backstabber perk slightly redundant, at least in this situation. If you don't have as much of a surround, then backstabber does a lot more work for you. I want to just essentially practice this principle of being able to use shield wall. So let's look at this. I've got... Is that 19 fatigue? Yeah. If I have 1 extra fatigue, then I can use shield wall. So I can drop my Scramus Axe, which gives me enough fatigue to be able to use shield wall. Or use... Hang on, did I have footwork there? Yeah, I could have just used footwork to get away from the front line. I need to get into the habit of doing that type of thing when my lads are in trouble on the front line. It also occurs to me that with the whole dropping of weapons to free up fatigue, one of the principal reasons I wouldn't take footwork on the front line was that in a lot of crunch situations when I need someone on the front line to desperately get away from the front line now, they don't have the fatigue to do it. But with dropping weapons to free up fatigue, most of the time you should be able to always have enough fatigue to get away from the front line. Okay, Shardicus. Nice melee skill. Let's go shield expert or footwork. I think what's going to do more to keep you alive? I think footwork. Yeah, those were okay armors. I didn't get as many as I would have liked. He's actually pretty good as Shardicus. Look at that, 74 melee skill at level 6. His fatigue is holding steady. It's okay. His melee defense is not bad. I think he's got 10 base. Yeah. He'll benefit nicely from a proper set of armor, I think. This is nice, the padded kettle helmet. No, I don't. No. Historically, if I've taken rotation on anybody, it would be on my sergeant or my bannerman or my shield breaker who sits on the back line. And then if someone in front gets in trouble, then he can just get swapped out like that. And I probably will still take rotation at some point on my sergeant or my bannerman. It does have its uses. Absolutely has its uses. Metal hat. That can free up a little bit of fatigue. And the trickle-down armor economics can start hitting the back line as well now. Actually, boy, and I might actually want to start throwing some hit points on him. I mean... Excellent. So now that Boyan's level 6, he can start fighting against Orc Warriors, which is quite a big milestone for him. So drive off brigands, certainly. Oh, we found something. What do we find? Ooh, a necromancer, some... That's actually very doable. As soon as I get a sergeant that has rally the troops, and a bannerman that has rally the troops, put spears on everybody up front. Everyone up front should have footwork, decent archers. That's actually quite doable. Your archers take care of the necromancer. Your guys up front with footwork, use footwork to get in contact with the ghosts and stab them with spears. Your sergeant and your bannerman is there to keep morale up. Okay, quick armor check. That's no good. Malicus actually can't take part in this fight. Let's take out Dolmar. I mean, his hand will be healed by the morning anyway. Am I going to make this a nighttime fight? I have to expect marksmen. And I have to expect raiders. I think I'm better off making it a nighttime fight, but then if I only go in with one archer... What's up, Augustin? If Malicus was level 4 with anticipation, I'd take him into this fight, but I think we only take these two. Wait for Dolmar to heal up. Should be by the morning. My 2 shield breakers, they all have anticipation. None for Azra, though. Doomsday 104, thank you for the follow, my man. Welcome to Camelot. It is a silly place. I'm actually expecting a bandit leader. Who's got fatigue? You got decent fatigue here. 80 fatigue is good. 69 is a bit low. 84 is excellent. 25 is excellent. God, I really want more heater shields. Do I take this on day 100? Let's see, we've got full armor up front, and we've got kite shields. We've got a 66 ranged skill archer, and we've got a 70-something ranged skill archer. Well, at least he will be once his split hand heals by the morning. It depends on how many marksmen they have. It was a 2 skull, so at most they'll have probably... I think it would only be a few marksmen. I can't imagine they would have many. Morning, David. I got you an update with horses, lol. That would be pretty cool if you could have cavalry. Come on, can this fucking hand heal up already? These are the fights that I'm most scared of, fighting bandit raiders with marksmen. We all know, I think we've all had a lot of trauma inflicted by marksmen. We've played this game for any length of time. I still think it's going to be worth having a nighttime fight, because even though Brian will have his ranged effectiveness tanked by fighting at night, at least Dolmar will have free reign to shoot accurately at night, where none of the other marksmen will. Well, that's annoying. This is a group spawned by this place that I have to actually take out. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is going to delay completing our objective. I can try run them around. I could try pull them into another one of the ruins, but let's just fight them. I mean, it's probably 3 marksmen and 9 raiders. It's night time. We've got enough tools that after this fight we can just repair up and take the other fight on the following evening. Yeah, 3 of them, hunting bows, 1 of them starting on height advantage, but as I had hoped, because it's night time, they realize they have to run at us. And we've got some exposed heads here that hopefully our flails can pop open like ripe melons. It kind of feels like they have night vision goggles, it's just that they have such a high ranged accuracy they don't ever seem to miss. It's fucking bonkers. Peter Oak's going to go there, which puts Lofric there, which puts Elverin there. That actually means that... yeah, we can put Leonardus there. I don't think I have to worry about putting Dolmar 1 line behind this raider, because he's just going to get swapped out anyway. Pierced leg muscles. Not what I was after. Good stun. Good stun, lads. Oh, that's awesome. Cut arm sinew. So even once he gets swapped out, even if he does hit, he'll do 40% less damage. Marksman standing out in the open. It's a brave strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for them. Ha 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 ha! Well struck, Ronomp. Nicely done. Hawaiian, you've actually got 10 range defense and anticipation. I don't want to move here because then this guy will get into melee contact with you. Damn it. Perfect. Severe concussion. Perfect. So that guy's combat ineffective. Throwing axes. Perfectly fine. These dudes with the military picks are like my next priority in killing them. Those picks one-shot chainmail armor. Let's destroy this nerd. Actually, this nerd shield. Damn it, come on. All these misses are awful, lads. What is going on? Gotta love flails. I think I can ignore this dude. Focus here. This worries me, these 2 guys with the picks. Are we? %49 chance to hit, fair enough. Come on! Fucking get him! 54, it's very low percentage to hit. Excuse me. Ouchie. Yeah, Peter could be in trouble. Yeah, he's only got 45 body armor. Yes, Ezra. Yes! Flee before us! Fear for your lives, for the war pigs are upon you! Yeah, we still took a bunch of armor damage, a frustrating amount of armor damage, but we should get some nice gear out of this. It's a pity we aren't collecting heads for a patrol, because we're doing such a nice job of separating the heads from the body. Yeah, I feel like the fact that we've been able to more or less keep a bunch of guys alive for quite a while. I mean, we have of course had a few fights going quite badly, which killed lads, but I do find for the most part in the early game it's almost all about keeping brothers alive. I mean, even if you have a shit brother, if you get him up to like level 5, 6, 7, he's still going to be better than a good brother who's low level. And I think you just need to just take whatever you can in terms of whatever brothers you get, and just get them to a spot where you are stable. And by stable I mean you're in a spot where you are able to do a lot of missions and earn a lot of money as quick as you can. Okay, Dufour, I think it's time for you to become an actual raider now. Actually use a two-handed weapon. Or we can take quick hands, which you'll need to be a raider anyway, and we can start experimenting with using quick hands to, when it's time to attack, you quick hands your shield away and then take both your swings with the extra damage. So 43 to 68 as opposed to 35 to 55. 0 to 27 ignores armor, 43 to 68, 48 to 75 damage to armor. It depends, Fox Force. So for the most part, you kind of only have to do one late game crisis. Then the game asks you if you want to retire. So you've kind of quote unquote won at that point. But you can of course keep playing because there's 3 late game crises, and then even once you can just play indefinitely. It's the way to win the game is up to you. Like for me, playing on expert mode, winning is just, you know, while making 100 days is amazing. Especially considering we almost got squad wiped on day 25. We were down to 3 brothers. So we have recovered very, very nicely. Run up the shield breaker. What do I want to give you? Maybe quick hands as well, or rotation to rotate out someone up front who's in trouble. Or I think it's time to go for adrenaline. You can start attacking twice in a row. Why the hell not? Sergeant Ezra, finally we got someone who can rally the troops. Yeah, his fatigue isn't as much as I would like, but I think I'll take recover a little bit earlier, maybe even next, just to offset his lack of fatigue. I do need to buff his melee skill. He can't be that weak as a melee fighter. It's no good. Couple nice little weapons there. Boar spear is nice. An extra skirmish axe and an extra arming sword. Always useful. Well, it's still nighttime. I don't know if I can hit them right now. I'm going to have to wait until day 101 nighttime. If I'm going to hit them, I'm going to have to hit them now. But I don't think everybody's weapons and armor is fully repaired. And we've only got... Peter Oak has taken some hit points damage as well. Just explore for the rest of this day while we heal up. I could just camp, but... Normally when I camp, I find that a little group will, you know, spawn out of one of these ruins and attack me. And without giving me a chance to actually react. The exploring is always important because it's like if you can explore a lot of the map early on, and if you can find 4 of those little collapsed huts that only have like a half dozen orcs in, or it's the small little huts that have goblins or orcs or undead in them, it's good to know because I've had previous campaigns where I've purposefully left little huts full of only like half a dozen goblins. I've left them unkilled on purpose because I was waiting to get the ambition to go kill 4 locations controlled by goblins. So as soon as you get the ambition, you just go kill 4 little groups, either easy to kill, get the ambition. Okay, full armor, full hit points. We've got nets. We've got the right weapons we want to use. We've got 2 flails. Brian, it's going to be 68 minus 10% because he's dastard. Just wondering if I'm not better off putting Frederick in there. But no, everybody on the back line needs to have anticipation. It's only Azra that doesn't, but I need him, yeah. You also recall earlier on, we had a couple of people who had like 20 resolve, but I think those guys with the low resolve ended up dying. I know my shield breakers don't have high resolve. Oh yeah, it's Madzoko, the shield breaker, who's got fuck all resolve. Okay. Ooh, Barabbas Brimstone. It's him, you know it. Eyeing through a spyglass, you can easily see the silhouette of the infamous robber baron as he moves about the brigands' encampment. He wasn't in your plans, nor mentioned in the contract, but there's a little doubt that if you bring his head back, you'll get a little extra for your troubles. Which basically means... Oh, fuck. That's going to be super hard. I don't have any wooden sticks, so taking him alive is going to be really hard. Take out, like, the bludgeon does how much damage to armor? 7 to 13. 19 to 30 armor, because I'm going to need to be able to stun him to keep him comparatively undamaged. It's going to be like 5 marksmen, though. It's going to be really hard. I'm taking the extra round shield on Dufonce because... Or even the heater shield, because once he's in melee contact, then he'll fast dance to his heater, and then on the next turn, drop the kite shield to send his fatigue from 65 to 73. That's a lot of marksmen to deal with. This is not going to be easy. Well... Take a chance. Oh, fuck. I was just going to say, please no tier 2 crossbows, and they got 2 of them, and they're on high ground. These crossbows are going to stand here and be able to shoot about that far, so I think it's important that we retreat and take the battle somewhere where we force these marksmen to not be on high ground. Hang on. Run away! Run away! Ooh, his armor is crap. His helmet is nice. His shield and his cleaver is awesome. The rest of the stuff I'm not too interested in. Hashtag production value. You guys like that? I like it. I think it's funny as well. Okay, who's not wearing helmets? That nerd's not wearing a helmet, so he's gonna get flailed. Oh, fuck, Dolmar can only move 3 squares. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys might actually close in on him. Fuck's sake, that changes things. Well, even if they do, they would have to sprint and then he can just use fancy feet, so actually it's not so bad. Man, if those marksmen stay put, I'll be so happy. Doubt it though. Fox Force 5, how dare you? That was from Monty Python's Quest for the Holy Grail. The best movie ever made in the history of movies. Okay, so Lofric Sword Raider. What do you have to get away from that engagement? Shit. You are going to have to knock him away. Because we can't have you stuck there. That Brigand Raider has height advantage on you. That's no good. Horse, stay where you are. Peter Oak goes up there. Woo! Thank God that hit. Thank you, Orange Jesus. What are those marksmen doing? I can hear them creeping about. Also, I should use Rally here. See if I can't... There you go. Get rid of his wavering. 10% extra combat value. Okay, come at us, nerds. Throwing weapons, totally fine with that. Yeah, now that we got height advantage, I don't want to know about it. Like, it's tempting to break this dude's shield and engage on him, but then we're giving this guy attacks from height advantage, and that's not really something I want to do. 16%, 30%, 47, get him. I'm just going to hold position and see what my archers can get done. Because even if I only get a few pick-offs here, it's well worth it. In fact, Dolmar should run to that bit of high ground. Well, actually, with Dolmar, even if I had taken pathfinding, it wouldn't have helped him move 4 squares because this level ground doesn't give an AP restriction to begin with. So if you've got someone with a club foot, giving them Pathfinder will only let them move 3 squares in a swamp as opposed to only 2 or only 1. So it does help, but like not always. It helps them when they're changing level on open ground like this. Fine, mate. Throw your little axes. We could move forward here. Break his shield. These two can murder this guy. But then again, I don't want this raider attacking with a hooked blade from height advantage. It's actually pretty scary. Lofric can move up and try to get a stun on him. But then Lofric is really in the thick of it. He'll be surrounded by 4 raiders, one of which will have height advantage. Still think I want to break his shield. And then use Adrenaline to get out of trouble on the beginning of the next turn. And now they charge. Fuck. Hold the line, men. Hold. Fuck. Men were men in tights. Tights. I love that movie. Especially Dave Chappelle in that movie. Blinken. No, his name was Achu, sorry. His name wasn't Blinken, it was Achu. Blinken was the blind manservant dude. Like, that's my name, man. He goes, this is my companion, Achu. He's like, Achu? Here, in England. It's like, no, man. Achu. My name. So, fuck, that movie was so stupid. Are we? Oh, fuck off! So, let's see, 6% chance, and he rolled a 2, and hits him in the head. So it's a 25% chance on top of a 6% chance. Fucking marksman. Yeah, that's Brian out of the fight. A single crossbow bolt, and we've lost half our archers. Fucking bullshit. We are not moving until these guys engage on us. This height advantage is the only thing keeping us in the game, and moving forward here would, I think, be disastrous. Giving that guy with the hooked blade height advantage. I back my archer to kill that marksman. I mean, he's quick shotting for 38%, so that's actually pretty damn good. Why didn't he act? He acts in 4 turns. Also, that's another fucking irritation about Overwhelm. If you aim at someone on the back line, you overwhelm the person on the front and at the back. And he used hooked blade. Fuck's sakes. That's horrible for Horst. Okay, now we can move forward in certain maneuvers here. God damn it, Ronomp. Good hit. Only a broken nose though, unfortunately. Oh yeah, this is a very hard fight. We knew it was going to be a hard one. Oh, Horst has fancy feet. Fuck, so I need Ronom to move. Okay. I'm going to save my fatigue to use footwork on the next turn then. This getting stranded like that is pretty damn terrible. God damn it, Ezra. You see, that marksman waited. Oh, Mum. No, he didn't wait. God, I need him dead. That tier 2 crossbow is going to keep fucking us up. He's going to hit someone here. Oh, 18% chance. Horse is getting fucked up. Oh, he doesn't have enough fatigue to actually throw the net. Fucking crazy. I mean, we knew this was going to be hard, but fuck's sakes. As always, it's the marksmen that make it so fucking impossible. And these dudes hiding behind their shields. I mean, it would be nice to get my hands on his armor, but I don't think it's worth daggering him. We're just going to kill him as quickly as we can by any means necessary. Yes, flee, nerd. Horsed. Hopefully has enough fatigue now to use fancy feet. He does not. Fuck me. Okay, well, rip Horsed. Rip. 23% chance and it hits. So he's hit a 6 and a 23%. And now he's confident. Now we're all fucking dead. At least he's currently open up, so an aimed shot should hit him. If Brian takes one more hit, he's dead, but he needs to come throw his net on the next turn there. All using shield wall. Makes them so fucking hard to hit, and you can't break the kite shields. When you can, but it's super hard. 15%, 5%, just, yeah, keep your shield up and wait. God damn it, run up! 61%! I mean, the enemy routinely hit their, like, 10% shots, but we can't hit a fucking 68% shot. There we go! Oh, fuck me. And then he misses the fleeing shot. These Brigand Raiders are so strong. Fuck, they're strong. And now Brian is too exhausted to throw his net. Does that help us? Like, it kind of does. I was thinking, where's my second flail? But that was with Horst, and Horst died. I wanted to hit that guy's head open. 60%. Come on, Ronomp. There we go. Good lad. Leonidas, you just got to keep tanking. You don't have any shots that you can hit there. Finally. That's so important because it allows Dufwans to get into contact with the leader, and Dufwans is our best fighter. 56, 61. Oh, cut arm sinew, thank God. Oh, clutch. Now their lads are all exhausted. Only one mace swing per turn. Okay, let's stop breaking shields of these little round shield users. He's back for more of them, motherfucker. Ronomp. 40%, 48%. I might save my fatigue so I can break this guy's shield. Action 6 turns, action 17 turns. So I don't want to just destroy shield now, because all I'm doing is giving him extra damage when he attacks Dufuan, so I'm going to wait. God, that missed. 18% chance. Any of our lads wavering? Yep, there's one there. That didn't really help though. This motherfucker has used shield wall every turn for like 6 turns. He's exhausted now, finally. 36. It's not just wait. Recover your fatigue. 49%, 59% is worth trying. Sharticus, just again, stay where you are and recover fatigue. You'll kill this guy when he flees, I hope. Wait. Wait. Fucking kill! There we go. Now we fucking doing stuff. Ronomp still too exhausted. Thank goodness the other marksmen have all stayed up there on the high ground and haven't gotten involved. I've kind of accepted I'm not going to be getting his armor, but that's fine. Shit, he's going to be attacking either Leonidas or Dufuan. They both have full armor though, but Leonidas is in a bit of trouble. Okay. Again, freaking like 8 turns in a row he uses. Fucking he's good. What is that? They must have like 150 fatigue. Like, I'm not even kidding. It costs 25. This guy has used shield wall and an attack, which is 25 fatigue for shield wall, 10 for an attack with a sword. Let's call it 7 if he's a sword specialist, so we'll call it 31. And he's done it for like 7 turns in a row, and he's not even exhausted yet. Fucking craziness. It's not dog time, because our dog is not an armored dog, and these are all raiders that have shields, so the dog won't be able to touch them. It's just dropping a dog to get it killed instantly, which is a waste of money. The casual 68 miss. Finally, that one hits. 32%, 17%. Leonidas has just been stood there with his shield up. He hasn't had any shots that he can actually hit. If we net this dude, maybe we can land some hits on him. It's just been a standoff here in the center of the formation. I don't want to damage his helmet. I'm going to have Sharticus come in here on the next turn. He died again! Look at that. 8 turns in a row he's managed to use Shield Expert. Finally, he can't... He did. He's Shield Expert. He used Shield Wall and he attacked. Fucking craziness. Good. He's going to panic soon at least. I'm still going to dagger him down just to give us the best chance of getting his helmet. His cleaver, it's not very likely we get. He's used it a bunch of times. It's going to be damaged. Like the leader I can understand, but I mean just a regular old raider. His fatigue has been fucking bonkers. Finally. I can get this nerd. Don't have enough fatigue. How does it cost 25 fatigue to throw a net? Can someone explain that to me? And hang on, Dufons, you've got quick hands, don't you? Well, we can free up some fatigue on the next turn by dropping that other shield. I'm not even going to bother with the marksman. I'm not getting paid to collect heads. Marksmen are super dangerous. I'm just glad those marksmen didn't really get involved. I suppose it is true. The net does have weights on it. Oh, we got his cleaver and we got the heater shield. Super disappointing to have lost Horst though, but I mean we've got a raider or two in reserve, so. Ugh. You got a cup, you got a maimed foot, unlucky. The kettle hat is nice. That's awesome, and that's awesome. And we're gonna get double pay as well. Actually, with 72 accuracy, I don't even think I want to retire him. He's really good. But the thing is, Frederick can just take his place eventually. $750 compensation. What the fuck is it with these guys? They demand such mental amounts of recompense. As expected, no one really has the fatigue to actually be able to wear that helmet. Actually, no, Sharticus can do it. Well, I suppose we can take Pathfinder and keep him. I mean, with 72 accuracy, I think he's too good. One of the more accurate men, but for the moment at least, can stick around. Oh, we can't do that. We can't just send people naked into fights to get them killed. If word got out that that's what we do to our recruits, I don't think we're going to struggle to get people hired. No one's going to want to work for us. It's better. Elvrin, level 6. 66 at level 6 is actually not that great. We can do better. We might have to get rid of him. Making footwork. I want to get footwork on everybody. Front. Peter Oak, the Raider. Brawny. I'm liking that. 85 fatigue. Excellent. I think the fact that we've got such a robust lineup is actually really helping us. You know, we always have men able to fight. Got plenty of spare sets of armor as well. So, something worth bearing in mind. I think like carrying a throwing net for an extra 1 fatigue is totally worth it. Ooh, military cleaver. 69 here on Peter Oak is actually pretty good. Oh yeah. So we got 2 cleavers, we got 2 maces, and then a bunch of swords in the middle of the formation. That's pretty good. Nice, another heater shield. I have to color coordinate my shields, you see, it's very important. It's all very vital things to do. I think I do want daggers at the back there. Luca, yes there is. I have found though that you can just flee from that battle and still go hand in the extra head for the compensation. Don't think it's worth standing and fighting for that. Nice, a couple extra flails. We got a nice little haul from this. So we're going to get 940 times 2. Motherfuckers, you'll not take this head from us. It was right by the village. Let's just hope that killing these damn dogs first isn't going to be enough to get them to fight us. To catch us, I mean. Also, hopefully most of these guys up front have got footwork. It's actually, they actually aren't that scary. I mean, damn! I should have kept the fucking flails. God damn it! If I had flails here, this would have been so much easier. Just pop their heads open. 3 sets of full chainmail. Fuck. If we hit the retreat from combat button, that's gonna cost us so many wounds. 12 wounds. It's not worth it financially then. Well, it's too late now. We're committed. We know these guys are gonna act before we can, so I'm gonna need to keep shield up. Yeah, look, I mean, that's these two things are very scary. Dufans, hopefully, and Lofric have got footwork. He doesn't have footwork, so he can't footwork to be able to stun. It's these dogs that have fucked everything up. This can go terribly. Well, I already attacked twice with Malicus, unfortunately, so I've kind of committed to fighting here. Let's fight a little bit and see how it goes. We can just hit the retreat button and get out of here if things get too horrible for us. Because, I mean, if we do, we know we can buy medical supplies for not a crazy price. God, I hate killing dogs. And then we can just heal all the wounds with medical supplies. 60. Sharticus, what is your defense? 27. God, I hate killing dogs. Come on, stun, big stun. Here we go. Yes! This is kind of scary for Mazzoko. He's going to be in contact with that. I think if I go here, then he can... if he gets... Will he survive both of these hits? No, he won't. I've got to be actually super careful with Mazzoko here. I'm going to run over here and help attack this flank here. Oh, beautiful. Bless you, bounty hunter. You fucking fool. Bless you. Ah! Pierced hand, of course. Now he's useless. They have overwhelm as well. We've got to get Malicus out of here. One more hit and he's dead. Fuck you! Ah! Oh, headshot. And that's probably some full armor. $45. How's that a 45% chance to hit only? 54. How are these fucking guys so hard to hit? They must all have dodge. Frederick, rip. There's such good armor on the offing here. And look, we have got a few replacements. This is the kind of thing where I'm actually happy to fight for a bit and see how... Because, I mean, like, if we get a few lucky hits, these guys could die really quickly. And a stun like that, that's crucial. It's one less pike shot I got to deal with. That dude's almost dead. Off with your head, and now this guy's breaking, which is a minus 20% melee skill. I think if we kill their front lines, their archers will flee. I'm prepared to take 1 or 2 deaths. Already, if we flee now, we won't get that heavy armor that he was wearing. Not heavy. What's it called again? Full mail. I know, Yuri. I had to get him into that bush. If I healed him on that turn, he'd be sat out in the open, and he would have just died to one of the enemy archers now this turn. Headshot! Delmar, you fucking legend. If I can stab this dude... and maybe get his armor. Fuck it, Alaric. Now I can heal Malicus. It's overwhelmed from the worst. Come on! So Pope, it depends. It depends entirely. It depends on a bunch of things. What enemies, what weapons, how much fatigue are you getting? Do you have quick hands? Is it worth the AP cost? All stuff like that. I really want to dagger this guy down. I want that armor. That's like 1,500 gold worth of armor, but fuck it. Just kill him. Nimble is really fucking us over here. Awesome, headshot fleeing. I doubt we'll get his armor. Ow. This dude being confident is an issue. 46. Come on, Alaric. Third attempt. Finally landed a hit. And he didn't... Actually, I have to keep Malicus where he is. Just hidden in the bush. If he shoots at someone, he can be targeted himself. It's going to be the same story with Dolmar. He's just got to stay hidden in the bush. One more hit and he's dead. If I can get the dog onto them, I absolutely will. Look at that guy's head. It's like... The expression on the decapitated head is very funny. Peter Oak is almost exhausted. His time is running out. 39%. See, in that situation, I wish I had recover on him. Oh, I hate... Okay, hit him in the head. I hate to hit him in the body. That's such a nut. That's 150 points of armor. Fuck it. We're gonna dagger him. It's gonna be hard. Oh, he's riposting the cheeky shit. Nimble motherfucker. Oh, fuck you! Ah! Rip, Peter Oak. Stop fucking riposting, you piece of shit. So, Lofric can 1, 2, 3 and release a dog there. No, he doesn't have the fatigue. He won't be able to even release the dog. All he can do is move into melee contact and hopefully stun lock this guy. Fuck it, I'm gonna abandon the daggering plan here. Too dangerous. I need everything to die quick as we can. 50%. It's actually not bad, but... too risky. Fucking riposting motherfucker. Oh, I could have attacked again. Fuck. I was just moving for fatigue, so yes, I can do that. And the next turn, you can drop the dog there. Alvarin, just hide behind your shield and just hope to survive for a bit. This dude's the biggest problem now. He's probably going to kill Peter Oak. He rotates and kills Peter Oak. He rotated away from the mace, the motherfucker. Is that a kill or a strike down? It's a strike down, so let's pray for brain damage. As soon as this bounty hunter has the dog on him, then my archers can start shooting again because they can't return fire at the archers. Hey, relax, dudes. Malice is expressing what I've expressed before, that the fucking I can't stand the backseat gaming, but everyone just take a chill. We can all agree on one thing: this game is fucking stressful. And I'll bet that Leofric isn't going to have enough fatigue now to drop the dog anyway. I need Mizuko to go there to break this guy's shield before we can even have a chance of hitting him. Ooh, if you can decapitate, maybe. No. Hits the body. and did like no hit point damage. Oh, dog. Okay, archers can start shooting this turn. Until the dog dies, at least. This dude here is still a serious issue, though. Ah, fucking hell. Oh, I should have shot at that dude. I had an open shot. Fuck. Nice. Look, we are absolutely going to be taking more fatalities here. This dude and this dude being the main concern, but rip. We have got replacements. It's fucking nimble. They've all got nimble. Such bullshit. How many arrows have you got? You got plenty arrows. Jesus, this guy's been a pain in the ass. They've all got nimble. It's fucking crazy. So 16%. This dude is almost impossible to hit behind his fucking heater shield. He's fleeing. Do I just allow him to flee? I think I do, actually. He's so fucking dangerous. What's up, Federico? I'll take a swing at him. Fucking nimble, motherfucker. 16%! At least he's not confident anymore. I'm gonna have to completely surround this guy if I want to get him. At least we can certainly dagger him though, as the last person standing, most likely. I think we let this guy go. The only thing he's carrying that's worth... Fuck you! Ugh. He's carrying a halberd, which would be nice from a money point of view, but he's used it so much, it's damn near impossible to actually think that we might get it. It would have degraded from the hits it would have given on us. So the chance of actually getting the halberd is pretty small. Things I don't think like nimble would be viable for our frontline guys because we wear such heavy armor. He's breaking. 22%. Just kill these two nerds and then we'll go in. Go in for the stabs. Three fatalities, or at least one was a knockdown. We can recover from it absolutely, but still. Good. Perfect. I think we're going to get 2 sets of 150 points of armor, so it'll depend on what that strike down injury is. It might be worth it. Look at that. The fucking nimble procs every time. The thing is, like, imagine with nimble, it'll be great until it doesn't work. As soon as it doesn't actually proc, then the person will just get one shot anyway. Don't damage his armor. still, that'll show these fucks for trying to show up and jack my the bandit head for bounty. The thing is, Yuri, like, I think doing that setup would be great until it's not great. Like, it'll be great for a bunch of fights, but then you'll get one fight where he just gets hit by a shot and then just dead, straight up dead. I can't see how running that setup you can have long-term viability. Eventually that person will get hit by something and he'll die. But we've got a net here. Look, at least my archers survived. It's the main thing. Yeah, at least he isn't damaging the armor with those little nips. So, traumatized we can actually work with. God, that was fucking hard fought, wasn't it? Oh, it's so worth it. 3 sets of male Hauberks. If I'd clicked leave now, I would cry. I would literally burst into tears if I clicked leave without taking the armor and the shields. You see, sometimes it's so worth it taking a huge risk and taking a tough fight. Absolutely worth it. Absolutely. Those 3 male Hauberks are worth, I'd say, 1,500 each, so that's 4,500 gold. Just worth of male Hauberks. And we got a heater shield worth 350. I do have auto loot, but I don't know if auto loot like automatically sorts by value and then leaves the cheaper stuff behind. I think it might do, but I certainly don't want to take that chance. Oh, look at that. 3,500 and a full inventory. Whew. Oh, we're going to use them. We are going to use these armors. Oh, baby. Reserve. Shield breaker. Bannerman. Shield breaker. Specialist. Horst is still alive, thank goodness. The reserves are going to have to take some fights up front for us. Look at how fucked up we all are. Okay, let's take a look at the... I've got to sort all the armor. So give everybody... I need to start freeing up items in the inventory. We got 150 male Hauberk. Nice. Yeah, we can offset the suckiness of the of the maimed foot. He'll just have to take Pathfinder on the next turn. God, tough fight, but totally worth it. Totally worth it. That's a hell of a fight for Alaric to get to his level 2. Fucking hell. Right into the fire and the flames for this lad. It's level 4 for Malicus. He's finally gonna get called again. Anticipation. I think we've absolutely earned a trip to the temple to get some wounds treated. I'm just checking who's got the highest fatigue. Yeah, because they can use this heater shield. Oh, look at that. Broken arm. And for Peter Oak, I'm going to have to take Fortified Mind to offset his horrible resolve. So what am I going to have to skip on him then? I'll probably skip Underdog because he was in the middle of the formation the whole time. Yeah, he's going to be a Sword Raider, I think. Anyway, Sword Raiders are in the middle of the formation, so... Any more daggers? No more daggers. Okay, so Nakisimo needs some good head armor that doesn't weigh too much. Yeah, that'll have to do. 71. I want all padded kettle helms on the front line, but we still need a few more. We need 1, 2 more up front. We've got loads of kite shields for upcoming battles. We need 7 of them in total. That's 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to repair everything that's worth over 200 gold, because then that's worth it financially. Look at that, 2 war brands. Just casually picked up 2 war brands. Look at how upset Peter Oak is. He's disgruntled. I can't blame him. Suffered a permanent injury. Suffered an injury. His mate died. Yeah, we need a arseload of tools though. I want to see what that... ooh, that's actually a decent profit. That 3 skull house affiliated mission could actually be doable if it's a escort and emissary. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it's one of those escort the emissary missions, you just avoid fights. And that would actually be perfect for us now. Because we can just escort this emissary while we're running around and healing up. Do I even need that armor? I don't. We can certainly get cheaper tools though than 260. What's up, Falsiag? We're doing alright. You just missed a hell of a battle. As you can see, the lads are pretty fucked up. In fact, let's not repair any of this stuff. Let's repair everything that we are just carrying first. Still 76 tools needed. 260, that's a lot, but I gotta pay for it, I'm afraid. Out of interest, what is this? Oh, perfect. Garden Envoy. To Hirschbach, and then also... I'll come back and do that in a sec. I should go buy some tools. That'll be perfect. There's a workshop in Kraubach and in Konigwasser. Okay. It's been 2.5 hours. And for some reason it shows me as dropping a lot of frames. Are you guys getting it? What's the viewing experience like? Is it alright? You know, take a 5-minute break, lads. Go get yourself a cup of coffee, go to the loo, walk around. We're back in 5 minutes. In fact, it's 1:10. Let's break for lunch. Okay, yeah. I'm just dropping a lot of frames. Don't know why. Okay, let's break for an hour and we'll come back after lunch. See you guys in 1 hour. It's 1:10 now, so 2:10 in London time, 1 hour from now. Save. Cool. See you guys in a bit.